Hey everyone, this is Nima from the Pot of Coffee, and these are the top 10 cartoons that defined my life. Alright, so number 10, I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack for, but it's Jem and the Holograms. It was probably targeted towards female viewers, but for some reason, we're trying to be honest here, so I was totally into it. It was about a female rock band that could get some sort of like magical powers that fought crime. I was into it. Yeah. Alright, so number 9 is Samurai Pizza Cats. I've always kind of wanted to be a ninja, and samurais are kind of like ninjas. It was pizza, it was all relevant at the time. It was a fun show, and the theme song, perfection. Samurai Pizza Cats. That's all I really know. Number 8 is What a Mess. And What a Mess was basically a show that followed a dog that was really, really dirty and messy, and all of its adventures that it had on a daily basis. I think it only lasted for like 3 years, but for some reason I was obsessed with What a Mess. Number 7, a more popular cartoon that you probably all know of, Tiny Toons. It basically brought everything that we love from Looney Tunes and just made it more colorful and more dynamic characters, and Ducky go down the hole. You know, we all know about it, we all love it. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. Damn. Alright, so number 6 is Recess. What I loved about Recess was that it basically showed what school could have been for me and what it wasn't. And it was all the adventure and fun in school that I didn't have. So I kind of lived my dream through Recess. I don't know the words. That's terrible, right?
There's no words to it. It's just kind of like, kind of had like a military.
Right? Alright, so number 5 is Rugrats. And Rugrats, I don't know, there was something creepy about that show. It just had this kind of subtlety about it that kind of creeped me out. All the babies were kind of weird, but there was something fascinating about the show at the same time. It just, I don't know, it always drew me in. Maybe that's a weird comment to make, but I was a kid when I was watching it, okay? I probably would feel differently if I watched it today. No, I probably wouldn't. It was a great show. Rugrats. Number 4 is SpiderMan. And the SpiderMan that I'm talking about is the one that ran in the 90s with that awesome theme song, SpiderMan, SpiderMan, radioactive SpiderMan, you know the one. And I mean, it was, I don't know, it was SpiderMan. It was a great superhero, not as good as, you know, but still, it was entertaining. And the Black Cat. Okay, so number 3 is, I don't know what it was officially called, Beasties or Beast Wars. I don't know, I think it was all one, but the toys were called Beast Wars and the show was called Beasties. Anyway, it was Transformers, and it was animals that transform. I had this fascination with Siberian tigers, and there was this character on the show, I forget his name, but he was like badass, and he was transforming, and it was just a cool show. Okay, so number 2 and 1, I really had trouble with ordering them, but I had to come down to what had the biggest impact. So number 2, unfortunately, was Batman, the animated series. I wanted to put it to number 1, but you'll understand why in a few minutes. But Batman, the animated series, was excellent. It brought a certain darkness to the series, but it was still kind of cool for a kid to watch. I recently just watched season 1, enjoyed it just as much now as I did when I was a kid. Batman, can't get enough of him. The Dark Knight. So number 1 shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When we were kids, we all wanted 2 things. 1, a reptile. At least I did. I wanted a turtle, I don't know. And number 2, we all wanted to be ninjas. I wanted to know some sort of martial art. And I was never enrolled in any martial art. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But this is the closest that I came to being a ninja. I would mimic their moves, and they liked pizza. Pizza. I mean, the best childhood cartoon I could have ever asked for. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, turtles in the half shell, through power on.